Hi, my name is Henrik Enström. I'm the founder of FutureSkill, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create your own exercises. And in this step we're adding on to the previous use of the canvas, where we had first a static canvas, then an animated one. And now I'm going to show you how to also use human input so that you can have an interactive canvas. So first we go to exercises. I'm logged in here and I'll press create. And then I'll see my list of different Freecodes, exercises and challenges. I'll press edit on the last one that we were working on. If you remember, we had this state. I press run code and it showed a bit of an animation here, actually a bit quicker than we saw it before, but I've changed the step time to 400 now. And here I now want to add support human input. So you will see a button appear here. So I'll press that one, the interact button, and then I'll save. So what this allows me is to allow buttons and user interaction here in the canvas. So just to show one way of using this, I will go to this part here where we set up the canvas, and I'll add a button. So we'll do canvas.newText, the text of the button. Yeah, I can just copy this for simplicity. So the text can be, let's say that the button will generate a new test case. That's one way to use a button. A bit smaller text than this. And we can put it at the top right, maybe there. Still use text align center, and let's use Z index now. And again, go to the help wiki to see all the settings. We go to the implementation tab, implementation, and Freecode graphics. And here you will see, if I go to text, for example, that we have a Z index. So that's basically how close to the user, how close to the top layer it is. So 0 is at the bottom, and well, 1000 is much further up then. So I want this one to be maybe Z index 1, so I'll have a background beneath it. Okay, we can maybe save here and see if this works. That was maybe a bit small. Maybe something like that. And let's place it a little bit further in and a little bit further up, something like that. So this is a good way to, you change here and then you see where it ends up here. Then I want to add a rectangle as a background. Canvas.new rectangle. And let's see how those work here in the wiki. If I search for new rectangle, here's an example actually. Can go, here is the definition, yeah. Width, height, color, X, Y. Okay, let's use something like that. So the width can maybe be, I don't know, let's try something, 0.7. Let's say that it's, we'll use the hex code. F is white, so we'll use a pretty light gray one and put it over the other one, 17 and 1, and see how that looks. It should be wider, and let's also use Z index 0 just to be sure. Okay, something like that. And then I will have a overlay where we capture the actual click, so it can be similar size to the one we just had. Color doesn't really matter because I will add, well, it will be above the others, so Z index 2, and then I will add a on click, and then I will use a method here, self.new test case, and I'll also put opacity to 0 because I don't want it to be visible. Now I also need to define this method, self.new test case, this one. So I'll do def new test case, and we'll just pause for now and press save and see if that works. Okay, so what do I want to do now? If we press this button then I want to have 3 new numbers, maybe random numbers. So we can import random up here, and then we can use new A and B values from say -1,000 to +1,000, and the same for B. And then now that when we are in interact mode, which is when this button will come into play, then step is not called by the system. So some of the things that happen here we'll want to do ourselves. So something like this part we might want to use. I should probably do the exception things as well, but just for simplicity here, to make this video a bit shorter, also I'll try something like this. So we'll set the user answer in this manner, and then we'll still have self.correct answer to be A plus B, and self.scores, this vector that we had, and we only have one solution now, and this one is equal to basically the boolean if self.user answer equals correct answer. Let's see if it still works if I save. Yeah. And now that we've created a new test case, I want to call self.update canvas, and then hopefully, yeah, that will do something. I should say this one is a little bit more tricky to debug right now, the interact mode, but let's see what happens if I press interact now. There we have a new value, 259, that was not in our previous test cases, and if I press it I get a new value. I mean, we should obviously have shown A and B here, and this is just to show how it works, not necessarily the most interesting exercise by any means, and not very nice looking, but it shows you how quickly and easy it is to use these different features, even the buttons. Yeah. So that was basically what I wanted to show in this video. Thank you for watching.